Remember that time when Saudi Arabia introduced the line and the octagon? Well, they're back with another big idea, a gigantic cube. This isn't just any cube, it's so massive that you could fit 20 Empire State Buildings inside. It's named the Mukaab. And get this, when you walk in, it's meant to feel like you've just stepped into a magical world. Holograms will transport visitors to places like deep-sea adventures and even other planets. Welcome to another video of Luxury Utopia, your ultimate destination for unrivaled opulence and grandeur. Here we don't just tell tales of wealth, we uncover the passion behind the luxury. If you're new to our channel, click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get updated on our future content. So what's the deal with this giant cube? Is it just a crazy idea to get people talking, or will it actually be built? Let's dive into everything we know so far about this jaw-dropping project. Saudi Arabia, rich with oil reserves, has a reputation for its wealth. But these days, they're thinking beyond oil. They want to build stuff that'll make the world drop its jaw. Under the slogan Vision 2030, they're kicking off enormous projects aimed at boosting tourism. One of the most massive of these plans is Neom, a $1 trillion endeavor that includes a city stretching over 170 kilometers and a ski resort in the desert. Sounds wild, right? Let's take a closer look. Neom is something like out of a dream. It's filled with futuristic projects like The Line, a city stretching for miles, and Octagon, a floating port city, not to mention a ski resort in the desert, Trojena. In recent weeks, the CEO of Neom announced that about 20% of the city's infrastructure is already complete. Photos from the construction sites are impressive, showing massive work on various projects. They're even partnering up with tech giants like Oracle and Nvidia to make sure the whole place is wired up with cutting-edge AI technology. Now, we have something brand new to add to the mix, the new Murabba district. It's the latest part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 and will be built in Riyadh, the capital. Riyadh's already a big city, growing from a small town to a massive metropolis with over 7 million residents. And now it's set to grow even more. The new Murabba project is set to be the world's largest modern downtown, filled with over 80 entertainment venues, walking trails, and a massive museum. But the real showstopper? That's the Mukaab. The Mukaab, which means cube in Arabic, is going to be a colossal cube. Its design is inspired by traditional Saudi architecture, with a surface that'll shine in the sun, dominating Riyadh's skyline. And when we say colossal, we mean it. Standing at 400 meters tall and 400 meters wide, it'll dwarf anything else in sight. To give you an idea, you could squeeze 20 Empire State Buildings inside this cube. Other cube-shaped buildings around the world won't even come close. For example, the Berlin Cube is only 40 meters tall. You could fit 1,000 of those inside the Mukaab. As you step through the massive doors of the Mukaab, you're not just entering a building, you're entering a whole new universe. The interior is a symphony of innovation and creativity, designed to transport you beyond the boundaries of reality. The centerpiece of Mukaab's interior is the awe-inspiring dome, a colossal structure that stretches overhead like a sky of endless possibilities. Within this space, you'll find yourself at the crossroads of reality and fantasy. Holographic technology weaves together vivid simulations that are so lifelike, you'll feel like you're truly there. Picture this. One moment you're swimming through the depths of the ocean surrounded by colorful marine life. The next, you're stepping onto the rust-colored surface of Mars, feeling the crunch of its alien soil beneath your feet. Or perhaps you're swept away to a realm of magic and enchantment, where mythical creatures roam lush forests and ancient castles loom in the distance. Toward the heart of the dome stands a tower that seems to have emerged straight from a storybook. Its spiraling architecture is a blend of elegance and fantasy, inviting you to explore its every nook and cranny. Within the tower's walls, a world of experiences unfolds. Imagine savoring a delicious meal in a restaurant that offers panoramic views of the virtual landscapes beyond. Each dish becomes a sensory delight as you dine amidst the wonders of both reality and imagination. As the day turns to night, the tower transforms into a haven of comfort. Luxurious hotel rooms beckon you to unwind. There are windows offering uninterrupted views of the virtual realms outside. Drift off to sleep beneath the stars, feeling as though you're floating through space itself. And if adventure calls, observation platforms provide vantage points like no other. Gaze out over the sprawling cityscape of Riyadh, or turn your sights inward to the holographic worlds that unfold before you. Cinemas and theaters offer captivating performances and movies that blur the lines between the actual and the simulated. But the Mukaab's magic doesn't end with its interior. Venture to its rooftop and you'll discover an oasis unlike any other. Picture serene lakes that mirror the sky above, their tranquil waters offering a soothing respite from the fast-paced world below. Stroll along the lush lawns that invite you to relax, whether you're spreading out for a leisurely picnic or challenging friends to a game of frisbee. Towering trees provide shade and beauty, their leaves rustling in the breeze as if whispering secrets from the worlds within the dome. The designers picked a cube because the shape is very efficient for holding all the tech they need to make this experience work, but they're facing some major challenges. For one, the virtual worlds they want to create don't quite exist yet. Sure, companies are making progress with holograms, but we're still talking about science fiction level stuff. Plus, building a lake on top of a cube is going to put a ton of stress on the structure. The cube will need to be rock solid and totally waterproof, because if that lake springs a leak, it'll be a disaster. Of course, all this amazing stuff comes with a price tag. Some experts are scratching their heads wondering where Saudi Arabia is going to find the money for yet another mega project. They've already got a ton going on after all. There's also some political stuff to consider. Amnesty International has accused the Vision 2030 project of human rights violations, and that could scare off investors. Without money, even the best ideas are just ideas. Will the Mukaab really get built? Construction is supposed to start soon, with a big unveiling in 2030, but the odds are kind of all over the place. The best case scenario? Everything goes smoothly and by 2030, Riyadh becomes a major tourist hotspot. The not so great scenario, money runs out or the tech falls through and the project gets downsized or scrapped altogether. Whether or not the Mukaab ever sees the light of day, it's a sign of how ambitious Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 project is. The country is trying to turn itself into a major tourist destination, and they're not afraid to think big. In a world where more and more countries are competing for tourists, Saudi Arabia is doing everything it can to stand out. And you've got to admit, a colossal cube that transports you to other worlds, well, that would be something to see. Now, what do you think? Is this project going to happen, or is it just too wild to be true? Let us know your thoughts and keep an eye out for future updates on this mind-boggling project. Don't forget to like and subscribe.